Hey guys, I'm going to be making chicken dumplings today. I added two cartons of broth in here, and I added some shredded chicken I already had cooked for a meal I did the other day, and a can of cream of chicken soup. So I'm going to let this come to a boil, and then I'm going to make my dough, and then when it's boiling real good, I'll put my dumplings in. Very simple, but I just thought I'd show it to you. I'll be back. I'm making up my biscuit dough. Just make your biscuit dough however you do it. Sorry, people are talking in the background. Just make your biscuit dough up however you make your biscuits, okay? I got my dough out on my mat. I'm going to go ahead and pat it out and get it ready. I can make my dumplings. A little too wet. I need a little bit more flour. I'm going to go ahead and get this part done, okay? All I do is I get this ready to make out, and then I'll roll it out a little bit using my rolling pin, and then I'll cut my dumplings out. Alright, I got my dough done out. I was going to say, some people use canned biscuits, and you can use canned biscuits if you want. I just prefer to make my dough. And plus, I never have canned biscuits in the house. But I'm going to roll my dough out. And then I'll use my pizza cutter to cut my dumplings out. My broth and stuff's not ready yet. It's not boiling yet. It's getting warm. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, my broth and chicken is boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my dough and start dropping it in there. Give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm going to try to show you what I do is I just take my pizza cutter and I cut my dough. And you may know how to do this. This is what I do. Then I cut it this way. And I'll take these little bitty ones. I usually scoop them up like that. And I start dropping them in. And you don't stir it. You just drop them in. You don't stir that while you put them in there. I'm going to turn it up a little bit because it went down once I took the lid off. But you just drop them in like that. These are probably going to be real good. But I'm going to go ahead and get all these in here. But as you see, you don't stir it until after you and you won't stir it at any time. You'll just maybe move them around a little bit to make room for other ones. Like I would take my spoon and I just kind of move them around so I could put the other ones in there, but I would never stir it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting the rest of these in here, and I'll show you in just a few minutes. I'll be back, okay? I don't have them all in there yet, but I just kind of move them around just a little bit. I still got that much to put in there, and I always just judge it. See if I made too much dough, then I won't put it in there. Alright, I'm going to do this and then I'll be back. I wish I could do it all at the same time. I wish I had somebody to hold the camera. I wish I was better at filming, but I haven't done that, succeeded that yet. But okay, I will be back in just a moment. Okay, as you see, I used all my dough. It's all in here. So I'm going to move that around just a little bit. And I'm going to put my lid back on and let it cook for a few minutes. Got to make sure the dough's done. Alright, I'll be back. I'll show you what it looks like when it gets done. My husband's the taste tester. He always tastes it and makes sure the dough's done. Alright, I'll be back. I cut my lid back off. Now I'm going to stir these around just a little bit. See how big the dumplings got? But they're staying together. My husband's watching TV and talking out loud. That's what he does. So these are probably done. I'm just going to get my husband to check them. Now you could put you some salt and pepper in these. I don't salt and pepper my food. I grew up with my mom having high blood pressure, and so we never really salt and peppered anything. That's just the way I do it. But you always add afterwards if that's what you want. But that's how it is at my house. But there you go. That's how you make simple dumplings. If your chicken's already done, then you could use canned chicken, or you could just start your chicken from the beginning. What I used was some chicken tenders. I had used half of them for chicken nachos the other day and saved half of them where I cooked them. So that's what I started with. My chicken shredded, about a pound, 2 cartons of the chicken broth, and then let that come to a boil. And then I made my dumplings, which is my biscuit dough. You can use biscuits if you want to. Drop those in, but you drop them in once it's boiling. This is how I do it. Other people's probably got different ways, but I drop them in once it's boiling, and then I let it cook. I don't move them. I don't stir them. And then I put the lid back on. I'm sorry, I'm talking like I am. I'm trying to remember everything. And then now I would stir them just to make sure there's none on the bottom. But there you go. I'm going to get my husband over here to check them. I'm sure they're done, though. That one, a big old dough. But it's okay. And you can make little balls, too, if you want to. Little dough balls, if you want to. I just cut mine like I did, and you see they exploded. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. I'll show you my picture of my bow at the end. Have a great day.